Alright, figured I'd do another air quotes suburban homesteading update. A lot has changed. Best time to actually come out here and work in the yard is probably about 5:30. Kind of makes sense of farmer hours. Anyway, I'll give you a quick update here. Since I'm sitting here next to the chickens, big change here is there's one less hen in the run. He's not dinner. She's in the Henspital. Anyway, big tip-off was heavy panting, and she was really lethargic. Thought she was having some heat stress, but that turned out wasn't the issue. But they needed extra shade anyway, so we actually got actual sun fabric on there on top of that. So they got more shade in here during the day. Good deal for them. Still about 3 or 4 eggs a day, and I found out why. You know what? These are coming in, but I have not done anything with them. Some of these are withering on the vine. Ooh, some of these have been withering on the vine. I just haven't gotten to them. These are coming in. Took them forever. Grapevines are taking off. We're actually starting to grab hold of the wire that this side does not get near as much water. The strawberries have stopped producing for the year, I think, for the most part. This vine gets slightly less water. This vine gets the most water. I don't think they're quite ready yet. Zucchinis have been producing. We have several more. My wife has been making zucchini bread. I have been finding new ways to cook zucchini. Melons. Melons are coming in. We have a melon. Not sure what the deal is with the potatoes yet, but they're still there. Cucumbers have been coming in. They're not prolific, but ooh, wow, that thing's really hanging there, isn't it? I picked a few of them already. Onions. I think the onions might be ready for harvest soon. I don't know. I honestly don't know when we should pull these, but they're getting up there. I think we want to get them as big as possible before we pull them and let them cure. Peppers have been coming in. I'm letting these grow a little bit bigger before I pick them. Picked a bunch of jalapenos this morning, along with these, I forget what they're called. Picked a lot of green beans this morning. I think this is what we're having with dinner tonight. The rest of them letting them get bigger. Carrots have been harvested. We planted a new crop of carrots. We got about a Homer bucket and a half of carrots. It was a major pain in the butt to process all of them. Big learning experience from that is you do want to take the time and space them out properly. Otherwise you're going to get a lot of small carrots and they're basically useless. Tomatoes are still coming in. I think we're having problems with the irrigation now. This bush is almost as tall as me. Like this side here, not doing so. This tomato plant, I think it's a done deal. I keep watering it, hoping to bounce it back. This side is starting to wither too, which is why I think we're having irrigation issues. Other than that, it looks fine. Now the corn's a mixed bag here. I've been having to water these extra. If you notice, the ones in the middle are up higher, the ones on the ends are down shorter. And the ones in the back are withering. We think that the ends of the boxes haven't been getting as much water. The middle pipe's been getting most water, but beyond that, probably some heat reflection off of the fence, which is wilting our corn there. Well, that, and we've been having 100-degree weather for about a month straight, I think. Definitely gonna have to, I'll talk more about the irrigation there. Started a new batch of compost yesterday. 531. I used 5 parts chicken litter in this one, 3 parts lawn clippings, and 1 part eggshells. Here's the Henspital, formerly the dog run. Storing our extra compost right there, trying to keep it aired. I'm gonna have to go in there and shovel it around every once in a while. But there's a reason why this hen is off by herself. See if she'll show her butt. Yep, see that? Come here, chicken. Don't knock your food bowl over. But, oh, you stupid bird. Chickens are stupid, by the way. They're smart enough not to drink fouled water, but they're not smart enough to not foul it to begin with. She's got some type of dermatitis on her butt. The other hens were plucking at her. She has not laid a single egg since she's been in here, and a lot of her past behavior now suddenly makes a lot more sense. She's why we haven't been getting 5 eggs. So we're trying to salvage her. So far, the chicken lives. But we thought we were going to lose her for a little bit. But yeah, she's in the Henspital now, and chickens are messy birds, man. And that leaves me with peas. All of our peas died. Well, we kept harvesting them. They're pretty nice and tasty, but we're having irrigation issues. I think I got it working again, but it's one of those things where you really have to monitor it. We got a squirter here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I find the best way to handle a squirter is to put a rock on it. Now you should pick a smaller rock. Because the whole purpose of these is to soak the ground and use less water. So every now and then we'll get a squirter that pops up, and I have to fix that. Yeah, lettuce. Haven't been eating it, honestly. I don't know why we grow it. We really don't eat that much lettuce. I guess it what grows there best. I should pull some of this for dinner tonight, honestly. It occurs to me that everything I do, majority of the things I do at home, and everything I do in the mountains, all in the end is all about food. Now, this gardening that we're doing, is it enough to sustain us? I've said it before, it is not. We would actually need a lot more land to grow crops on. As it is, we're sitting on 0.14 of an acre or something like that. And it's an interesting note, because as time goes on, the smaller housing lots become. Houses that were built in this area originally are all on 1 acre or half an acre. Houses that were built around when ours were built, about 1/4 of an acre or less. Houses they're building now, they don't even have a yard, or they're building nothing but townhomes and apartments and stuff like that. So as time goes on, and the more people are crammed in an area, the lower the quality of life becomes, and it's something that I'm keenly aware of. I mean, now they're just packing them in townhomes. Used to be that where we're sitting right here, what we have right here is the bottom rung. This was the bottom rung, the starter home. Now it's a mid-tier upgrade. Crazy, huh? Now, if we were more serious, we're only using half of our yard. So we could till all this up and turn this back lawn into garden and double the size of our garden, but we're not at that point, and hopefully whenever we'll get to that point. But we still have room to spare. So, you know, one video I thought about making is just how much work and planning goes into hunting. Hunting is really more of a lifestyle than it is a hobby. And there's so much that goes into it. I thought about making a video outlining that. I'm not sure if I'm just making a video to make a video at that point, though. All right, well, I think that's it for this particular video. Anyway, you have a good one.